So whenever these teams do hop into the match, we will be getting underway. And we do have all of them in, so we will jump straight into it. ETS Nero will do a quick call out. It is Marlon, Vlogston, and Clips up against for WACK Esports, Alex, Epiphany, and Sora. So we go now into the first kickoff. Immediately met out in the middle. And it's going to be Clips trying just to get this out of the corner and see if he can get it immediately in front of the goal. Can't quite hit the shot. Epiphany tries to clear it away. It's going to be a lob back over towards the middle of the net, but luckily they are able to get it away. Marlon hitting it straight down. Alex to catch, but Clips wants to get a shot immediately back towards the net, and Epiphany's not going to let him. Booms it away. Back over towards that blue goal, and he gets the double touch. Sends it sky high straight off that top crossbar, and nobody there to contest. Just smacks it straight in and nicely delivers onto a first goal in 24 seconds. Back into the mid, it's Marlon up against Epiphany, and it ends up going back to Alex in the corner. Onto the wall now. Hit high by Vlogston, and Clips trying to see if he can get through. Can't quite do it, and Epiphany going to be able to boom it away. Clips falling back. Vlogston gets an initial touch away, but Epiphany there trying to capitalize. Gets it centered up, and Marlon clearing it away just before that second player can come through to smack it. It's back over to the right side of the net where Clips now wants to play it away. He's taking it high, trying to play it out, and wins a 50 to keep it in the orange, but it's boomed straight back into the blue. It's over in front of the net. Marlon hitting it straight past those two offenders, but Alex wants to see if he can capitalize himself, and he's just barely off. A little bit high from net, but that will still leave Epiphany fighting for this ball on the wall where Marlon wants to try and deny it. Clips lines up against, does win a 50 and get that ball back into the orange corner, but with Marlon demoing Sora, it's a very dangerous situation. He's back into the play. Epiphany trying to clear it away. It's going to go high over the net. And Vlogston wants to try to get it out past, and he does. He actually centers it up beautifully, but Marlon stopped along the goal line by Alex. A demo onto Clips, and it's going to open up this counterattack immediately, and oh my goodness, it's so fast from Epiphany. He takes it off that wall, hits it past the one man that can stop him, and at that point, neither of these defenders have any way of getting back to that ball in time. Vlogston to the right, Clips to the left, and the ball into the net to give WACK Esports a 2-0 lead. Sora wins out against Vlogston. Actually, it's Vlogston that comes out a little bit ahead, and he does hit a follow-up shot onto net, but it's cleared away quick. Clips now just looking to deny this booming goal, and he does. It's back over towards Sora, who does touch it back down in front, but Epiphany not able to find the ball into the net. Sora was trying to get a touch on that as well. The pinch might have forced it out, but Clips now just looking to see if he will be gifted something. Unfortunately, he's trying to dribble it past the defenders, gives a little bit too much of a crack, and it does allow the orange side of WACK Esports to boom it straight past him. Gonna be a back pass to Alex. Doesn't quite connect in the spot that they were looking for, but Sora tries to get up onto it and is just barely off with limited boost. Can't quite find it in time, but the attack's still strong here. We're into the halftime mark now, and still no goals scored yet for the ETS Nero side. We're trying to see if one will come out to at least start getting them back on the road to equalization. Equality, as some would call it. And Sora gets it back over towards that blue end. It's just another attack starting. Clips goes high, does get a shot towards net, and it's Alex to deny. It's back over. Vlogston following through a pogo shot that Epiphany this time is there to save. Vlogston keeps that ball centered. Marlon tries to come through to capitalize, but the save is there. Clips with the follow-up shot, the final man there for it, and he just can't quite find the underside of that top crossbar. It's back over in front. Alex, Sora looking for a way to hit this pass, but Marlon going to be able to get it into the orange. Epiphany now back into the play. Tries to go up and read against Clips, but Clips still going to be able to hit that ball past him, and Sora gets balled over immediately by Clips. It's back over into the blue, trying to flick that one past. It's Clips to try to jump up and save, but Sora, his lob is too fast, it's too accurate, and a high lob straight under that top crossbar once again is just too much for Clips and Marlon to get to. And just like that, 84 seconds remaining, we find a hat trick lead for the Orange, who are currently showing a very good understanding of what they need to do on the offense and the defense, really, just to deny anything here out of the blue. Pinch comes through, doesn't quite boom away as much as they wanted, but Clips able to take this 50. Sora getting the initial touch, does keep it in the blue for a second, but now you can see they're trying to turn this counterattack. Epiphany, good job getting it away, almost having to get bumped out there, but oh my gosh, Marlon, a lightning fast follow-up shot as he fades away just to try to get it over the line, and just nothing can be found into this box here. WACK Esports doing everything they can just to deny any sort of ball that enters that hemisphere in front of net. And it's back over to Sora, a quick pass, Epiphany takes it, it's a shot on, Clips has to get up and save, only 30 seconds to go, and at this point all WACK Esports needs to do is not allow 3 goals, and at the moment that is looking more than plausible. It's back over in front of the blue net yet again, looking for a 4th goal. Epiphany not gonna get it, and Alex dies for the trouble, but right now WACK Esports, they are not gonna be disappointed with this scoreline. They're more than willing just to close this game out, jump into game 2, and try to deliver again. Meanwhile, ETS Nero, they're going to take this minute to regroup, rethink, and try to come in and get their first goal of the match right off the bat in game number 2. But for now, WACK Esports hold the 1-0 lead. Straight back into the action. ETS Nero hungry to get a win themselves and equalize this game. Meanwhile, WACK Esports going to be looking to try and get up to match point. Vlogston against Epiphany, ends up with the ball over towards the middle. Sora tries to take a fast shot, but denied there, and it's going to be back over. Vlogston against Epiphany once again. Marlon not going to be able to clear it away, ends up having to hit it back towards his own net off a WACK Esports touch. But that ball floating over towards this goal, and this is so dangerous. What is happening? The ball just can't seem to land on a car there in front of the net, and for WACK Esports, they're lucky that it ends up going away, but ETS Nero, they're going to be kicking themselves a little bit for that one. Such a close opportunity to score, but honestly, how hard it would have been to predict that. Marlon trying to prevent this ball from getting too close to net. Epiphany still going to be able to hit that shot, and it's going to go over, forcing Clips back into the play. He does manage to get a touch, manages to get 2 actually, winning past 2 aggressors over here in the blue. But it's Marlon a little late on the jump, and Clips back into the play, flicking it past 1, or at least he would have if Sora did not jump up in time to hit that touch. Marlon trying to find something to open up this orange side goal. Clips gets a touch just right of the net. It's going to open up a center, but Sora quickly to kill it towards this wall. A pinch again, but Alex manages to force it to this corner. And it's back out over towards mid. Epiphany just touching it right, does not want that ball floating any closer to their goal. And that's going to leave Alex, but it's a double touch out of Vlogston, reading that clear and keeping the ball stranded over here towards the orange net. And this is getting very dangerous for WACK Esports. There's a lot of offensive opportunities being opened up, but for ETS Nero, they just haven't found a way, haven't found the timing just to connect a shot onto that goal. And Alex wants to try to open it up himself. Can't quite find the net, but Sora's there to try to assist with the play. There's 2 defenders. Clips hits it, but it goes high, opens up Epiphany, forces Vlogston to jump down and make a miraculous goal line save to deny that opening goal. And now Clips, an opportunity to score perhaps, finds the ball over towards this orange corner. It's over to Epiphany now, who's just trying to play it past all these defenders. Gets it past every single one! And Alex is going to sink it over the line. And what the hell is that out of Epiphany? Picks up the ball, takes it all the way downfield, lobs it to himself, wins the 50, and gets it straight over to his teammate in front of the net. The first goal found, and it only takes 2 minutes. Alex tries to hit another shot onto net, and it's just off that crossbar, and Vlogston, how in the hell is he able to save that? And what an unfortunate team touch to hit it straight back in. Vlogston, I want to see this again. Drops off the top, gets down just in time to deny that shot, and it's just unfortunate. Clips in an unlucky spot in the air. managing to hit that one back into the net, but it's only 2 goals. There is still plenty of time to equalize this game, but still for ETS Nero, with no goals scored yet from their side, this is gonna start to be frustrating. I mean, they're probably already frustrated after being shut out in game 1, but that one especially is going to be tilting, and they need to get a goal now if they want to get over this mental slump that they're most likely finding themselves in. It's dropping off the top, and Marlon wants to open it up, gets it into the corner, trying to set up a pass, but these orange side players just not allowing him. It's going to boom off the right. Marlon there to catch, and a lightning fast shot to center it back up in front of the net. Clips wants to capitalize, gets it a little bit too high, and Epiphany is there to receive. Gets it back over to Alex, trying just to work this up the pitch, and it's over, bouncing down off this corner, bouncing down off the hood of Alex as Epiphany wants to try to drop that one into the net. Just a little too light, and the blue side able to clear it away. 90 seconds remaining, still a 2-goal lead here for the WACK Esports side, and they are more than willing just to hold it, but Epiphany wants to score one more, and he will. Gets it all the way downfield once again, and just going to deliver it straight to the right into that net. Another double touch from him in this game, and another one that pays off wonders. A 3-goal lead and 81 seconds remaining, and for ETS Nero, they need to open this up immediately. It's back over towards mid. Vlogston finds the ball, but can't get it into the net. Epiphany getting it back downfield again, right off the bat, and it's Clips to come through and save. A crucial touch, cannot allow that 4th goal to be scored right now, and Vlogston just wants to hit it away. Gets it back over towards mid. A pinch coming through to get it into the orange, but it's back onto the hood of Epiphany, who is just going to be gifted the blue corner. It's back over towards mid. Alex wants to capitalize, forces a double commit out of the defenders, but isn't able to find the inside of that net. And now Vlogston wants to play it back over. It's back over towards mid, but Marlon can't find the inside of the box. It's back to the orange corner. Just back and forth affair right now. Everybody trying just to find either this box or the furthest place from it. And it is just shot after shot here from ETS Nero, but the unfortunate thing is that even with all these shots, this pressure that they're applying, they still have not found a goal. And unfortunately for them, not found a goal in the series. 0-3. As once again, it is looking like a dominating showing out of WACK Esports. And this ball just can't seem to break away from the blue goal. Finally, they deny that 4th one, but it is not going to matter. The second game going to drop here, and WACK Esports will pick up a 2-0 victory, or a 3-0 victory, sorry, to go up 2-0 in the series. Straight back into the action, 2-0 lead for WACK Esports, looking to close it out with a clean sweep for ETS Nero. A reversal needed to bring this match back, and that might be their first kickoff goal, and it will be. Marlon finally going to open things up for ETS Nero. The first goal scored after 10 minutes of play, and it drops in off a kickoff goal. So ETS Nero, their first lead of the match found, and it's a strong start to game number 3, but now they need to hold it, and the kickoff, a mirrored one, but Alex this time going to deny any funny business straight off the bat. Sora forced to deny the follow-up funny business, and now Epiphany trying to open up some of his own. It's cleared away immediately, but actually back towards mid, finds its way into the crossbar. No boost from Sora, a tough situation. The 25 seconds expired, and this ball finding its way back and forth. Just booming across the pitch. Epiphany finding it. Tries to center up something there for a teammate, but Marlon not allowing it. Finds its way back across where Alex waiting, trying to see if he can open up some sort of pass, but hits it off a defender, sends it a little too far mid, where Marlon finds a wide open goal and a second for himself in the series to get this back up 2-0. They find their first 2 goals, and they're locking WACK Esports to none as Game 3 off to a strong start from the blue. Back into the mid, Marlon up against Epiphany, and yet another kickoff going the way of ETS Nero, and just seems like for some reason the WACK Esports kickoffs in this game have just not been working out. Gave up an immediate goal to one earlier. Almost gave up a second. But Alex able to clear it away. And now this ball very tantalizingly close to the orange box. It's going to be dropped into the hood of Sora. Marlon, the last man back, trying just to get this ball away, not allow anything towards that net. As Epiphany getting bumped so close to net, he's forced to pinch that off the crossbar to clear it away. And that was Marlon almost doing it all himself and opening up a third goal for the team. He would have taken out every single player there in that one. And Epiphany just going to deny a boom back over into the orange, as still trying to find their first goal of the game. Finds its way to Alex, who double touches off that corner, trying to find a way back over towards mid. It's to Clips, who's just going to boom it downfield. Epiphany ready for it and is going to catch. Alex a little close to sinking that into his own net, so you could tell the hesitation there from both of those players to just slam their cars into that one. But Marlon trying just to open up yet another goal, gets it back over into this orange corner, finds its way mid, sees Clips trying to pass it over to him, can't quite get the touch in time, but Sora denies his shot eventually. Marlon just trying to deliver a third goal here, but Clips trying to set it up, and it's going to be Clips to do it. Finds its way back over off of the teammates. Clips flicking it up, Vlogston just to hit it off the left side of net, and none of those three players trying to get in front of that ball for the orange could deny that shot. We're 2 seconds off of the halftime mark, and honestly, this is a scoreline we really weren't expecting to see after being shut out in the first 2 games. It is ETS Nero now holding the orange side of WACK Esports to the goose egg. There are no goals scored out of those 3 players yet. Meanwhile, ETS Nero looking to capitalize on their lead even further. It's back over into the wall. Clips managing to keep this in the orange. It's going to be a double touch in, or a double commit in mid, which forces that ball just to kill some momentum. It finds its way back into the blue. But Clips looking to play this one out, and with low boost, he has to go for a light touch. It allows WACK to get control of this ball back, and oh my goodness, it's Epiphany just hitting a tight-angled shot into the bottom right corner. What an angle he had to hit. Look at that one. Just the right spot where Clips couldn't get to. Gets it off the inside of that crossbar and sinks it into the net to find the first of 3. And there's still 2 minutes to play with. We're about to be in the final 100 seconds, but if WACK Esports can hold these guys to 3 goals, they can definitely open it back up, and Sora going to immediately pass it across the pitch to his teammate Alex, who will deliver on to that first goal of the remaining 2 that they need. There's only 1 goal separating these 2 teams now. And if ETS Nero allow that 3rd goal to be scored, it is truly going to be anybody's game. It's back over to Sora. Finds its way back over towards mid. Vlogston just trying, not allowing Epiphany to boom this away, and unfortunately the clear's not quite working out in their favor. A little bit too slow, and allows the counterattack to start. A shot towards net that Sora gonna backflip to hit towards the corner. Vlogston trying to deny this clear, but Epiphany so fast to the ball, he wants to try to punish Clips, but he can't quite do it. It's Clips to boom it back downfield. Final 60 seconds now, as Marlon just wants to keep this ball in the orange, wants to deny anything from finding its way over that midfield line, because as long as they can hold this 1 goal, they will survive to fight another game. Clips gonna send it high. Bouncing in front of the net. Vlogston wants to capitalize onto a goal. It's Marlon coming through, but he can't quite find the net. It's off the crossbar, and Sora has to soar in from the right side of net to save a close goal. And now with only 30 seconds left, it's still WACK Esports with a chance to equalize this one. It's off the wall. It's bouncing high, lobbing towards that net. Marlon booms it towards the corner, and Epiphany just trying so hard to set this up into a shot. 20 seconds, 19 seconds. Marlon doing what he can to boom this ball away, and it's Clips to take that touch, forcing it back over to the wall, and Sora managing to force out a 50 straight in front of the net, but Alex can't hit the shot. It's Clips to clear it away. A lob that finds its way just perfectly back over towards that goal. Nobody from WACK Esports can hit it, and nobody will get a final touch. ETS Nero survive by the seat of their pants and get themselves into a third game, the comeback, fourth game, the comeback denied. ETS Nero don't strike first, but they strike strong. A 3-2 win to get into this, but they're gonna be a little bit anxious because WACK Esports almost able to bring that one back into an overtime situation. Not able to ultimately. The defense just a little too strong coming out of ETS Nero, but you can tell both of these teams so fast to try to capitalize into the early goal here. Sora not going to be able to boom that one far away, but does deny the shot. And right now, Nero just trying so hard to open up this goal into that first one, and Marlon denied just barely by the crossbar. A tight angle not going to be rewarded. Trying to follow through, but Alex finally allowed to take possession. Clips has to fall back and deny the shot. He will. It's back to Marlon. Demoed by Sora, and now we're going to see Epiphany just trying to lob this in from the wall. Vlogston jumps up, denies it to that corner, but it's back over off of this blue side corner where you're going to see Vlogston back to boom it away again. Clips just trying to capitalize, and Sora not going to let him. Epiphany just making sure nobody tries to come in to shotgun that one over the line, but right now Vlogston killing it into this orange corner. Alex to come up and take the first shot, and it's going to find its way back over into mid. A back pass to Marlon opens up a boom downfield. Sora falling back just to play this off the wall, and he is going to be able to get it fully across net, but Alex wants to open this up and has two players on him. Can't get the initial, is able to get it back over, and Clips takes the shot. It's going to be Epiphany just dropping this, and that's a little risky. Sora sees the danger, Alex does as well, but Sora finally gets that shot. It's going to go back into the blue. Not capitalizing onto that follow-up touch, and Alex just going to catch this lob downfield. Clips wants to ball this in, and Epiphany not going to let him, just jumps up, slaps that ball away, and now we find ourselves almost 2 minutes into the match, still no goals scored. And Epiphany now able to start trying to work this ball up into the blue. Does find an initial touch, but it's Marlon with an easy save back onto the wall. An easy potential flick in as Sora, gets back in time. Sora and Alex double teaming on that ball just to deny it, and Vlogston forced to hit it into his own. Clips denies, but it's back over to Sora, who touches it off the top, does not allow the blue side to get a touch on it until that ball finds its way back onto the ground. Clips trying to play this one out, and Epiphany definitely looking just to sink it over the line, but it's going to be Alex, the last man back. Not able to hit the initial touch, and that's Clips with the ball eerily close to goal, but that's Alex trying to jump up and deny. Vlogston shutting him out of the play. Back up over towards this wall. Epiphany lobbing it back towards net. It's not going to be on, but Clips saves it regardless. It's over off this left wall, and Alex just does not want to allow a shot to go towards net, but Clips an open ball, an open net, but Epiphany is there to deny, and it's back over. A lob back towards their own. It's not on target, but Vlogston too close to comfort, has to save it away, and it's back over into this blue corner. Marlon dropping it off, and Sora just a little bit too far under it for comfort. Marlon going to be able to easily steal it off his hood again, and Alex tries to get that ball back over in front of the net, and it's going to work out for the ETS Nero side. Clips comes through. Marlon, what a good play from him, just gets aggressive towards that final man back, forces him to take an early engagement, and when that happens, it is just an open net for Clips to sink in the lone goal of game number 4. Going to be touched back over towards the dead middle, and it's going to be boomed immediately over towards the orange net, where Marlon going to waste no time capitalizing into a double touch. And ladies and gentlemen, we're 100 seconds away. If ETS Nero can hold this lead, they will equalize the match 2 straight games after being locked out of the first 2. Clips hits it into the orange corner immediately, and once again, that's just harkening back to how many times we've seen this kickoff work out in the favor of the blue side, and it transitions into another goal. And I don't know exactly what's happening. Maybe we can look a little closer at this kickoff right now, but WACK Esports just has been losing these kickoffs in dominating fashion. And while in the previous games they were able to recover fast, it seems like as the pressure's built, as the speeds increased, ETS Nero, another great kickoff, has just been punishing them time and time again. Once again, the kickoff 3 seconds after, and look how far pushed back Orange is. The entire pitch basically given over, but Sora finds a crack. The first of 3 needed, and 75 seconds to go, and they finally strike their first goal. 2 more necessary, of course. That's going to be a little bit of a sigh of relief for WACK Esports. They at least know that they're still able to hit their shots. Vlogston gets a shot towards net himself, but Epiphany does not allow him to think too long. Takes that ball away. It's back over to Alex. A quick shot to Sora, and right there, a second goal immediately. And ladies and gentlemen, this is looking to be a mirror of game number 2. There's 65 seconds left, and the 3-goal gap in less than 20 has been closed to 1. 3-2 we find ourselves at now. WACK Esports finally winning a kickoff, and what a demanding one to win. They get that ball directly in front of the blue net. Sora now looking to try and capitalize, but they need to be careful here. They can't be too risky, because if they open up their goal or just allow this ball to be nothing for a minute, they will still lose this game, WACK Esports, and they're trying to find any way possible to get out of this without having to go to a game 5. And at the moment, there's only one way to do it, and that's scoring 1 more goal. Sora knows this, sees the ball dropping, tries to take it slow. Does allow this back over to Epiphany. Clips trying to fight him. A pinch goes over towards net, and the double commit out of Sora and Alex. It's not what you want to see, especially when there's only 1 goal needed to seal this game up. It's going to be Marlon flicking it across the net. Sora killing it fast. Alex wants to just boom it back downfield, and that could open up a shot here. It's going to go straight back over to Sora. The clear allowing him to play this out still, and the lob high. Clips trying just to deny anything. They don't want to allow this to go to OT, obviously. Vlogston gonna let it drop, and again, ETS Nero almost having the door closed on them, but WACK Esports unable to complete the comeback, and we find ourselves going to a best of 1. ETS Nero surviving until the very end, but now all the statistics out the window. It's a best of 1. Now there are only 5 minutes to go, 1 game to decide it, and the kickoff this time going to be neutral, straight over towards mid. Clips immediately trying to play this out. He is going to be able to. Can't find the net. Epiphany doing a good job at just running defense. They're blocking out crucial angles and not allowing anything to slip through. Alex touches it just barely high enough to deny that shot. And Vlogston wants to see if he can open this one up himself. Clips waiting for it, but Alex jumps up in time to deny. It's back over to Marlon, who can't quite find the bottom left corner, but he's damn close. And Clips jumping up again, wants to see if he can shoot something over towards net, but it's Sora to capitalize off that. Gets it back over towards the blue. And oh my goodness, it's just a parade of cars falling onto that ball, but for some reason, no touches can deny this one from going in. Sora gets the touch under one. Marlon does manage to get a wheel on it, but it just takes that touch and keeps on bouncing, finds its way into the net. And now we find ourselves 45 seconds into game number 5. WACK Esports, once again, the first goal scored. It's over off the top of their net, where Clips wants to try to capitalize into it, but can't quite find it. It's going to be a double, triple touch off of that backboard, but can't find the inside of those crossbars. And now you're seeing Alex wants to play it out past Clips. Won't be allowed to. Epiphany wants to boom it away too, but Clips denies that as well. It's back over into this blue corner where Marlon starts to try and get a passing play going, does connect onto the first player, but Sora is there to deny him with low boost, though. He has to be careful about which fights he takes, and that's just a little too high on that shot. It's back over. Alex with the potential to shut this one down, but Marlon, seeing the opportunity for a quick passing play, sinks it over to Clips, who just can't find that net, but finds it eventually. Vlogston gets an ever so crucial third touch just to keep that one bouncing over towards the net, and Clips takes advantage of that split second with Sora's ass to the ball and sinks it over the line to equalize this game back up. Ball floating now over towards the blue net. Clips jumps up to force a pinch away, but still getting eerily close to this blue box, and Clips now wants to just try to see if he can go out. Limited boost, but try to just touch it away. Now he wants to try to stall it, see if he can set up Vlogston or potentially Marlon. But so far, it's back over towards mid. Marlon wants to play this one out, gets the initial touch, and just barely is denied there by the defenders. Clips wants to see if he can get it past anybody. Sinks it over towards the wall, but Alex catches. Marlon denies the boom and gets a counter boom of his own back over off the orange corner. Vlogston denying the clear. And with Marlon killing Alex, this is a very risky situation for WACK Esports. They need to get this ball away. They are going to be able to do it. Alex now alive, back into the play. Going to be killed high. Bouncing ever so close to that net, and for WACK Esports, for the past few minutes, they have just been having to completely play the game of ETS Nero, being held on by these booms away. But now they're finally able to break back over towards the blue. Epiphany wants to get a shot on net, can't quite find it. Sora can't connect anything with that pass either. But Alex trying to reposition his car, see if he can find some way out of this, but Marlon going to capitalize onto a goal, and while Alex is a little confused here, he's reversing up towards that ball, sees it a little too high. These two players manage to dribble the ball up the field through some nice aerial lobs and just sink it into that net, only 14 seconds away from the final 100. Now it's back over towards this wall. Alex, once again, the WACK Esports side being forced into a situation where it's necessary to score. They've been able to score at least 2 the last 2 games, and luckily for them, 2's all they need right now, but 90 seconds to go. Bouncing over towards this orange box. Sora finding it along the wall, but can't hit the touch. It's going to be Clips to fight it. Gonna be Clips to hit it past a second defender as well. It's Alex to finally try to boom it away, but Vlogston not gonna allow this ball to break away that easily. It's back into the corner. Marlon sees it, gets a touch, but can't get it past anybody until he's able to turn around and get a follow-up, which just kills even more time here that WACK Esports need to start a counterattack. And Marlon back onto the wall, gonna send it high, gets it past one, boomed past a second, past all 3, but it can't quite find the inside of the box on its own. Vlogston tries to come in and double touch it to finish, but can't find that net. And now it's Sora trying to open this up himself. It's back over mid, it's back to Alex, back to Epiphany, and none of them being allowed to sink that over the line. It's over off this right wall, and Epiphany now dead, but Vlogston trying to see if he can get any sort of touch away. Marlon has to try and deny that on the goal line, and he's able to do it. 30 seconds remaining, and a counterattack now starting for ETS Nero. This is do or die for WACK. They need to get this ball away from their net, and they need to get one more. Otherwise, that will be it. They will drop down to 1 and 2, and ETS Nero claim their first win of IGL Winter 2021. Alex tries to get it away. Epiphany finds the ball, but will he be able to set up any sort of good touch for his team? It's going to find mid, finds its way onto the hood of Epiphany, who's now trying to see if he can get it back towards the net, but he can't do it, and ETS Nero complete the sweep. They were down with no goals until game number 3 and come back to win it all.